Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we will be talking about regular polygons. It is lesson 73. This is for pre-calc. Regular polygons are inscribed in a circle. Their vertices lie on the circle, and the center of the polygon is the center of the circle. Okay? Now, I am going to draw some pictures for you. They might not be extremely lovely, but if you want really lovely pictures, it is page 455 in your book. We have a circle here. I have the center of my polygon. This is the polygon I'm going to draw. Okay. This is a polygon with 3 sides. If we had a polygon with 4 sides, let's see if I can draw it. A polygon with 5 sides. And 6 sides. Oops. That goes there. Ah, well. 6 sides, you don't have to draw, because I can't. But you can look at the picture in your book. Okay? Now, each side forms the base of an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle, we remember that an isosceles triangle means that at least 2 of the sides are equal and the opposite angle to the equal sides are also equal. Okay? Now, we know that the sides of this triangle are the radii. This is the sides of our base triangle. So the base triangles I have shaded in those 3 figures. Okay? And the altitude is called the apothem of the polygon. Not extremely important, but a fun fact. And super important that you need to memorize is the area of the inscribed polygon is the sum of the areas of the triangles. Okay? So, let's do an example. Example 1. Find the area and the perimeter of a regular pentagon. Pentagon means it has 5 sides. That is inscribed in a circle whose radius is 6 centimeters. Okay? Now, I do want you to draw this picture. I'm going to attempt to draw it again. Okay? It has 5 sides. Your picture just has to be as good as mine. Okay? Now it tells me that my radius is 6 centimeters. And I know that this triangle here, if I redraw it, I know that its sides are the same because they are both radii. which tells me that I can find the altitude, right? But to find the altitude, I need to know an angle. If I look at my circle, I know that the full circle is 360 degrees, is my full circle. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal angles that my circle is divided into. So if I do 360 divided by 5, it gives me 72, which is the angle of each of these triangles, which also is that angle there, right here, that is 72. My altitude bisects that angle, meaning that I cut each of these into 36 degrees. So now if I redraw one of those triangles, this is my height, this is 36, and this is 6. And I can find h because I know that the cosine of 36 is adjacent over hypotenuse, so h is 6 cosine of 36. Which gives me approximately 4.85. And I can also find, if I label this x, I can find this because I know that the sine of 36 is opposite over hypotenuse, SOHCAHTOE. So x is 6 sine of 36, which gives me approximately 3.53. Make sure that your calculator is in degrees. Okay, I'm going to move this up. Now that I know this base here, it's actually the same base there because my altitude bisects it. So if I look at this triangle here, the area of that triangle is 1/2. My base is going to be 2x, so 2 times 3.53. And my height is going to be the 4.85 that I have already found. This gives me these cancel, and we'll have 3.53 times 4.85 gives me 17.12. That is the area of this shaded triangle. And to find the area of my whole pentagon, I know that the area of my pentagon is going to be 5 times that triangle, and it gives me 85.60 centimeters squared. Now, what you could have done is we found this sub-triangle here. You could have split each of these triangles into 2, meaning I would have had 10 of these triangles. So I could have done 10 times, so 10 times 1/2 times 3.53 times 4.85 instead of doing 5 times my 17.12. It doesn't matter. You can do either one. Now I need to find my perimeter, right? And I know that each of these bases is 2x. So I have 2x, 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 right? Because it's from this triangle I pulled out. So my perimeter is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10x. And I know that x is 3.53. So 10 times 3.53 gives me 33.3 centimeters. That is my perimeter. Okay. I'm going to move on and do another example. If you need to pause the video, please do so. Example 2, the perimeter of a regular polygon of 8 sides is 48 units. Find the area. Okay. Now, we can attempt to draw this. Let's see if I can do it. Do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. And I'm just going to draw one of my triangles. Okay. You can draw all of them. And I know that my perimeter, I'm going to again call this X. So if I draw this triangle out here, X, I know that those two sides are equal. I can then say that my perimeter is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is 8 times X, and we know that it is 48. So then X gives me 6. Each side is 6. And so if I go back to my triangle with the altitude, I then know that each of these is 3. Okay? I do the same thing to find my angle. 360 divided by my number of triangles, which is 8, gives me 45 degrees, meaning that each of these is 22.5. So let me redraw my half triangle. This is 22.5. This is 3. This is my height, and this is my, let's call it Y. Okay. I don't need to find Y. I just need to find H. And I can do that using sine. I can say the sine of 22.5 is opposite over hypotenuse. So multiply both sides by H. And then I need to divide by the sine of 22.5. So I get H is 3 over the sine of 22.5. Which gives me approximately 7.84. Oh, I made a mistake. I'm doing that so you guys can learn. This is incorrect. I used sine when I should have used tangent because sine involves my hypotenuse. It should have been the tangent of 22.5 is opposite over hypotenuse, over height, sorry. So height is 3 divided by the tangent of 22.5, which that gives me approximately 7.24. Ignore this, my mistake. So then the area of one of my triangles, of this triangle, right? The area of one triangle is 1/2, my base is 3, my height is 7.24, which gives me approximately 10.9